EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the A. But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of two here on Christmas Eve. The Bengals and Steelers underway on this Saturday. They go play action with Wilson. They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Cincinnati.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Tempo. Start.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On third down, Wilson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
Gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's taken in by Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? A little juke. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Hand off to Spears. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Easy. Touch.
On the toss, it's Spears. Oh, what a move. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Run it.
On third down, here's Spears. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyjae Spears taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are back within a score.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Jefferson. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Let's go now.
At the 34-yard line.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So no gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 34. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Now it's Wilson. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, great grab by Chase. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Steelers 7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Wilson. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'd never return. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a give to Spears. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel center, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Hey, hey.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. Now Wilson. That one's taken in by Spears. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over a 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Spread left, spread left. Screaming.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
Again, Wilson.
7-yard line.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And room there to work it inside the 25. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Throw left side to Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that intercept. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bengals 35, Steelers 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Washington now brings this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
And that's out quickly to Chase. Still on his feet. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Washington now brings this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fuck that, fuck that. Hey, easy.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And some room to work. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He lets one go deep for Addison. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Addison, 49 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running but couldn't free much space. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Spears is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Down and goal to go.
And Spears with another carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyjae Spears, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try to roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Wilson on second down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
T. Higgins
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
Washington now brings this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right back to Spears.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert. Look for signals. Hey, alert. Good guys, 4 down.
Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, here's Wilson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's taken down inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Tag!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful.
And he lost the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Yeah, he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here comes second down.
Good job right there. Straddle it.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, alert. Gun.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.